AITA for kicking out my nephew since he thought it was only his house. Okay, so I'm female 25 and my nephew is 20. This all happened a few weeks ago, but here's some backstory. Me and my nephew grew up together, and I took care of him for most of my childhood and teen years. Even though we're 5 years apart, I still had to take care of him and I really never minded. He's family, and I care for him a lot, but growing up he would steal my stuff and not give it back or give it back ruined or damaged. Instead of getting in trouble, it was always me getting in trouble since I was the oldest. Since he had a rough childhood, I had to let him do whatever he wanted. I honestly did not like that because I raised him the best I could being teenager and I didn't have a choice. I had to clean, I had to cook for him, and it made me upset, but that's in the past.
Currently I have an apartment and I needed help paying rent and my nephew offered to live with me and pay some rent. His college is a 10-minute drive away from there, and where we used to live it's like a 40-minute drive, so he moved in with me. At first he was paying it, and then slowly he stopped paying it. Obviously I let him know that he does have to pay rent and that if he could pay me soon, and he never did. He just said that since I am his aunt and I'm older, I have to pay for everything for him, which pisses me off. I know that I didn't raise him to be like that. I found out that he was doing certain things that he wasn't supposed to. I also found out he's been stealing money from my room. He doesn't give money for anything. He just goes to school and stays in my apartment rent-free, and I can't support both of us.
I've told his mom about it and my mom, and all they told me was that I should support him and give him money since I'm his aunt. I have money but I can barely afford rent and they want me to give him money, just so he can go spend it? Like, no. I told him that he has to get a job or he can't live with me. Then he threatened to kick me out of my own apartment, so I snapped and I kicked him out. I threw his clothes out and I told him to not come back. Most of my family doesn't want to talk with me right now. They're mad at me, and my cousins are the only ones talking to me. The rest of the family is not. AITA? Edit: English is not my first language, so sorry for any errors.
Update: I want to say thank you to everyone for being brutally honest with me, and I want to clear a few things up. I am the youngest of my siblings, and yes, I get it that maybe it wasn't the best idea to let him live with me, but I raised him and I really just couldn't leave him like that, and since he said that he would pay, I thought it would be okay, but obviously it wasn't so. But I've cut them out and I left his stuff in the lobby and nobody wants to take him, but they want me to take him. Like, no, I am not going to, so I am done with them. I gave up everything for that kid and this is how he repays me. But it's time he learns that I am not always gonna save him. Oh, and I will be making a police report also. Yes, I am Hispanic, to whoever was asking. NTA. You are his aunt, not his parent nor his guardian. You are a young adult learning to navigate life yourself. And this is not your burden to bear. Your family is literally teaching your nephew to mooch off others and be entitled. I know you said you did your best when they parentified you, but you shouldn't have been put in that position to start with. If he is unable to support himself, he should move back in with his parents. If that isn't an option, he can check with the extended family harassing you and stay with them. He can also look into local assistance programs for housing if no one will take him. Under no circumstances do I think you should let him back in. He has already proven that he won't respect you and that all he wants is a free ride. The absolute audacity of thinking he can kick you out of your own apartment just blows my mind. It's hard and it sucks. But going LC or even NC in this instance would likely be a blessing for you. Focus on you, not them. Also, when they throw the "but family" card at you, remember that family is more than blood, and can be chosen as well. Biologically, I have no family except my son. In reality, I have a husband, a mom, a dad, 5 aunts, 6 uncles, 3 brothers, 3 sisters, and 4 grandparents who choose me just like I choose them. I wouldn't trade them for anything.
NTA.
Your nephew's behavior demands consequences. He is breaking way too many rules for you to be an asshole for kicking him out. 1. He's not paying the rent he agreed to. 2. He's doing things she is not supposed to. 3. He's stealing money from your room. 4. He threatened to kick you out of your own apartment. Honestly, he not only deserves to be kicked out, but in fact, it would be a bad lesson for his future if you didn't.
NTA. Your mom and aunt don't want to deal with him either. So they're trying to guilt you into taking responsibility for him and supporting him financially. Don't give in. Of course your family is mad at you. Now one of them is going to have to house, feed, and give spending money to this 20-year-old thieving mooch. But you don't have to take him back. And it sounds like he has no idea that he might have tenant rights. So you might have lucked out there. He could have made life even more difficult for you after you have him a 30-day eviction. Or whatever your local laws require. You are free now. Enjoy it. Don't be guilted into taking him back. NTA. NTA. If the family has that much of a beef about it, they'd be better off stepping in and doing something about it themselves rather than berating you for being unwilling to put up with it anymore.
NTA. Change the locks of your apartment ASAP. Such an entitled brat may try to sneak in again.
Block everyone giving you hell. They're not worth the trouble. Change the locks. Forget they exist. Have a happy, less stressful life free of them. NTA. NTA. Sounds like he's a moocher like his mother. NTA. You have a right to set boundaries in your own home and financial limits to ensure your well-being. It's clear that your nephew's behavior has not only crossed those boundaries but also taken advantage of your kindness and past support. By not addressing his behavior earlier, the family enabled his sense of entitlement. It's tough love, but establishing that he can't walk all over people is necessary for his growth into a responsible adult. Stick to your decision and take care of yourself first. Those who are quick to judge should be just as quick to offer their own homes and support to him. Press charges for the stolen money. You are NTA. NTA. Sounds like everyone's gotten used to you being loco parentis and don't want to take the responsibility, so are trying to guilt you into maintaining it with the old blood is thicker than water routine. Don't take him back. NTA. He's not your kid. His mom should be paying for him. His mom should have raised him. He's not your responsibility. He's hers and she needs to deal with the entitled thief she's created. It sounds like a terrible case of Little Prince syndrome where no one has ever disciplined him. NTA. He's an entitled mooch and threatened to throw you out of your own apartment. If the family who aren't talking to you feel so strongly, let them take him in and fund him. NTA. You're his aunt, not his mom. It was never your responsibility to raise him. It's not your responsibility to subsidize his bad decisions. Dump the responsibility on his parents where it belongs. He threatened to kick me out of my own apartment, and then magic fairies would pay the rent and utilities and bring groceries and clean up after him? I'd like to think that nobody is really that stupid and this is fake. Tell me people aren't this incompetent? NTA. Funny his parents don't want to support him but expect you to. Good life lesson to allow him to learn the hard way. NTA. Why aren't his parents providing this money? Why isn't your mother providing him money? Weird that all of this keeps falling on you. You're not doing anything wrong here. Kid is a mooch and it's best for you to set boundaries and protect yourself. NTA. Seems like he's been taking advantage of you his whole life and for both of your moms to take his side is obnoxious. He can come back when he has a job and pays his share. Otherwise send him to mooch off your moms. Let them be mad. If they're so concerned about someone taking care of him, they can do it themselves. They're just as related to him as you are. Enjoy your peace and quiet. NTA. NTA, I snapped and I kicked him out. Bravo. He threatened to throw you out of your home. Steals from you. Does not pay rent. His piss-poor disrespectful behavior earned him an immediate eviction. You are not his mom, but family expectations pressured you into these roles. Make this the past, not the present. He demonstrated zero respect toward you and you deserve much, much more.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.